Howard, and this is the lineup. How you doing today? Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time here, great. Love having you part of the group. If this is a returning time, I hope you find value and inspiration in today's top 5 list. They say when you lost something, the best place to look is where you last saw it, and you're like, man, thanks for the help, but that's really absolutely no help whatsoever. And what they're really saying is, your eyes are tricking you. They're there, you're just not seeing them. In essence, you're blinded to what they are and where they are. And that brings us to today's topic, which is the top 5 ways to disrupt environmental blindness, all right? And all businesses suffer from it, all right? There's a classic story that I always tell people about this florist in our neighborhood, and we used to go there when I first moved here, because when I first moved here, everything was new and exciting. Everything was like, oh wow, let me try that, let me do this, let me do that. And then things drop off, all right? You can kind of lose touch with things. And that's what happened with this florist. Even though they're on a main street in my town and I drive past them all the time, they just became part of the background. They just became part of the scenery. Much like when you put a Post-it note with your password on your computer and suddenly it becomes part of the background. They cut down some trees, they put a dab of paint up, bam, I started noticing them again. And that's environmental blindness. When a business becomes part of the background, part of the experience of just driving home, to the point where you forget they even exist. All right? Now the good thing is it's preventable and it's curable. And let's get into 5 ways on how we can make that happen. All right. Number 1 on our list is you gotta change things up on a regular basis. You gotta change them up. I don't care who you are, what business you're in, whatever. You have ways of changing up what you have and getting people's attentions. You are either on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, something where you could constantly change. You got some great real estate up there. Every time that you want to bring up a new announcement, change your banner out, change your avatar, whatever it is. Anything that can get people to stop and look and make, hey, oh yeah, I forgot about them. I used to love going there. Let me go again. But you gotta change things up, all right? You can't keep doing the same stuff over and over again. Number 2 on our list is you gotta be seen more. And I don't mean you gotta get out and shake hands and kiss babies like you were a politician. And I understand, believe me, I understand. After a long day on social media, I don't wanna go home and do more social media. Same thing for you. A hard, long day at work, the last thing you want to do is go home and do more work. But it's not work. It's not work. It's growing your business, and sometimes it's really fun. And I'm not saying you have to be like me and be blasting out ads every 20 minutes or so, getting on everybody's nerves and stuff. I'm saying make deeper connections with people. Talk to your consumers. Get to know them. Get to find out who in their circle might be good for you to know. I'm not talking about I've got to say some really great, amazing things. I've got to set Twitter ablaze. I'm talking about what it is that small home and solopreneur businesses do best, and that's build relationships. That's grow personal relationships. So get on social media, whichever one that you prefer. And I would say don't get on all of them, get on a select few. A, so you have some time to do it, but B, grow it where your base really is, where your consumers are, who you really want to get in contact with. Find that time and start talking to them online. And myself included, we can all do more of that. We can be better with that. Number 3 on our list is you got to be strategic, all right? Now, for someone like me where I'm trying to grow my business to a broader audience, I'm trying to get ideas and out there, being on social media all day makes sense. It did not make sense when I was running the design office. Well, I still run a design office. We just don't do as much work as we used to. When I was running the design office, my client was small home and solopreneur businesses. I knew that they were busy during the day, that they didn't have time to be sitting around following me on social media, engaging with me. But I did know that, say, after 8 o'clock, they usually had time to sit down and relax and kind of engage in things. So that was when I used to do my heaviest social media blitzes. That's the time that I used to get out there and talk to them. It didn't make sense to spend all of my time and energy trying to engage with people during the day that didn't have time to engage, couldn't engage, or didn't want to engage at that moment. So be strategic. Find out when the key times that your consumer is on social media, and then be able to find that, okay, those are times I can really start up a conversation with us. Those are times I can really start to get to know them. And then rather than spinning your wheels all day throughout the day. All right. Number 4 on our list is you gotta be consistent. All right. And I know it's very easy to get wrapped up in the work. Everything is on us when we are a small home and solopreneur business. We don't have an assistant. We don't have anybody else to help us. It is all on us. And that means we get lost in the business. We're so busy working the business, we sometimes don't have time to run the business. Now, you gotta find time to sell and market. You've got to, all right? And the problem with small businesses is we don't sell and market when we're busy, and then when we're not busy, we go like gangbusters. So we get some business, and then we sell and then we drop off again. Find a time and way to be consistent. My suggestion, just a suggestion, is pick 3 days a week. For me, it started out, I was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right. Choose 1 hour a day to get on social media so that you can constantly be reminding people, okay, hey, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. We're kind of busy, but that's okay. We just want to let you know I'm here. And your hour doesn't have to be 1 full hour. Maybe you take 15 minutes in the morning, for me, it's like, okay, I come into the office, I work for a little bit, I have some coffee, I might grab a little muffin or something. The times that I'm eating and grabbing a cup of coffee, good 15 minutes there I can spend on social media. Maybe I do it while I'm waiting for my order to come for lunch. Whatever it is, but you can find time throughout the day that can add up to an hour. It doesn't have to be a total hour, all right? But you gotta be consistent. People need to remember who you are, and the only way that they can do that is through consistency, all right? And finally, the last one is you gotta build those deep relationships, all right? You've gotta connect with them so that they will know who you are. And again, it's this whole sort of, hey, look at me, remember me, I'm here, so that they remember you when they absolutely need you. And again, the way to do that is with relationships, because you're always concerned about your friends. You're always concerned about people that are in your inner circle. You want to know what's going on with them. You want to keep up with them. And if they haven't reached out to you, you may reach out to them. And that's really what you want. You want that back and forth. Hey, we haven't heard from you in about a month. What's going on? Got any specials going on? Anything exciting happening over at your place that we need to know about? And then vice versa. But if you want to see some love, you got to show some love, all right? So you got to build those connections. You got to build those deeper appreciations for you and your business, all right? So that's been 5 ways to help you break environmental blindness. And I hope they've helped you, and I hope they kind of opened your eyes to some of the things. Maybe they opened your eyes and you started to see some of the things you hadn't seen before. Kind of like a magic eye, I guess, right? All right. So, as I said, this has been 5 ways to disrupt environmental blindness, and I am your host, E.H. Howard. And if you like this content, please hit like and subscribe below. That would mean a lot to me. Let me know that you like what we're doing and what we're going to here. If you want to learn more about me, you can always visit ehhoward.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We never close. We're always there. There you can learn about the new American dream, sell the experience, and find your Betty. And if you want to learn skills like how to battle environmental blindness, how to sell more, how to create social media content that can connect you with your core consumer, pop on over to Patreon and visit me there. I'd love to have you join us over there so you can help learn and build the skills you need to succeed. All right, sounds good. All right, I will see you in the next time 5, which probably be out about a week. All right, I'll see you then. Bye now.